Hey everyone, ErikOnPaper here, and I'm Erik. And I thought I'd do something a little different this video and try my first product review, considering it's the holiday season and if you're thinking to yourself, hey, I want something cheap and fun but useful to give the traditional artists in my life, well, I would recommend this Deleter Quill set, and we'll go into more detail. So this set comes with 3 quill tips and a handle. And of the 3 pill tips, there is a Maru pen, a G pen, and a Saji pen. I believe I'm saying these correctly, and a postcard-sized manuscript paper for practice. Now, the grip I found is pretty comfortable to use. It's made of a hard plastic, not wood or anything like that, but it's pretty easy on the hand. And also I decided for this piece that I would use each of the quill tips and discuss them. I started off with what they call the G pen, and this is their most flexible tip, according to them. And you can get a good thick or thin line. They say that this is used for most situations, and I absolutely agree with them. This quill is an absolute pleasure to use, and on this drawing of Captain America, I was using it to ink the majority of his body, but then working in fine details, I was curious and used the Maru pen tip, and according to the back of the container, you can use it for detailed parts like the wrinkles in clothes or thin lines. It is smooth on the paper, and some people use it for drawing main lines. I don't know if I would use it for main lines, mainly because it is so incredibly thin that if you wanted anything with substance, it would take so long to achieve. But that being said, using it for fine details like Sam Wilson's face, the boots, his wings later on in the video, it is the thinnest line I have ever achieved intentionally. So I was really happy about that. The last pen tip, or quill tip, the Saji, also called a Tamara pen or Kabura pen. According to them, you can draw smooth, uniform lines with its hard tip, great for beginners, and I'm using that actually right now to work on the wings because I wanted to test and see with metallic objects if you can get the same uniform effect. I would say generally you can. You can still get some flexibility within that tip, but not nearly as much as with the G pen. Overall, I am very happy with the line consistency. I would say, though, that the uniform line is a fairly thick one. So if you wanted to practice and draw, say, a character's face, it would have to be a pretty decent close-up for it to be effective in detailing, because otherwise you would get these uniform lines, and that's just not good inking. Now, moving in here, adding in details, I went back with the G pen, and as with all quills, they do not excel at filling in really shadowy areas. Just by the nature of a quill, it's meant for fine work. In that you can use almost anything with. I just used a Pentel pocket brush, but that's not a knock on a quill, that's just, it's not the tool for the job. Now going in here, I was really happy with the level of flexibility that the G pen was giving me for shadowing, and I was considering using the smallest pen, the Maru pen, for all the shadow work and texturing. I tended to find that my hand would cramp up a little bit, and I don't know if that's just my inexperience, proper grip technique, or the holder itself. I prefer to blame me because, I'm still learning, still figuring everything out, and there we can see those uniform lines. Now, they say that this set is recommended for beginners or people interested in trying out quills. Now I have some experience with quills, but I think that if you are a beginner, I would recommend this set, but I would recommend that you test it out first. And this is not that big of an investment. I believe I got it for around $14.99 online, and I'm sure if you shop around, you might be able to find it cheaper. I have not tried the Deleter ink or paper yet, but if this is an indication of their quality, I'm pretty happy thus far. I think it's a good introduction. Start off with the beginning Saji pen and see if you like that feeling. And there is what I'm talking about, where my hand would cramp up because of a great deal of effort. And I would like to think that as I got further along, that this wouldn't be an issue, but still I pressed on and persisted. And you can get a really, really good effect with the Maru pen here in the shadowing, where it looks like it's a lot of detail and a lot of work, but the lines are so thin that it doesn't detract from the main the main focal points of the piece. So I would highly recommend this set, and this is a piece I drew a while ago. I had a lot of fun inking it. I'm currently not sponsored by Deleter, but if you work for Deleter and think, hey, I want this guy to be a brand ambassador, please, please, I need the I would absolutely love to work with you. In the meantime, I'm going to be keeping up with the art, of course, and there's going to be a lot of fun superhero and Spider-Man content coming. So keep telling your stories and ink them with Deleter quills. See, Deleter, this is what I can do for you.